There's something about folk art that has broad appeal. Images of everyday life and everyday people, whimsical sculptures and colorful objects, mostly by anonymous, untrained artists. Oddly enough, it took a Romanian opera singer to introduce American folk art to the Museum of Fine Arts with this simple premise.
Not tell me who the painter is, and I will tell you whether the painting is good. Our motto was, tell me whether the painting is good, and I don't care who the painter is.
Maxim Karalik was the founder of our folk art collection here at the MFA. He gave a large portion of it and really created what the MFA has been building on for the last 60 years.
Now, in a new exhibition, the MFA is taking a closer look, asking and answering the question, what is folk art? Curator Noni Gadsden.
Folk art in many ways is in the eye of the beholder. It tells you more about the community doing the defining than it does about the artists themselves, because no artists ever called themselves a folk artist. So this was an opportunity to really bring out some fabulous works, some of which have never been on view at the MFA before.
Including these works Karalik discovered while seeking solace in Lenox following the death of his wife, Martha Codman.
He loved the music out there. He went out to take a little break. Well, he didn't find that break because he found the Berkshire Hills Antique Show. He discovered small-scale works on paper, and he fell in love. It reignited his passion for folk art.
Passion the MFA was slow to share.
What a nightmare.
In time, curators came around and works on paper grew to include sculptural objects. These eagles, this fanciful whirligig, a peacock weather vane, duck decoys, and chalkware.
Chalkware came to the American colonies with German immigrants. They had molds that they easily poured plaster of Paris, and then they would paint the finished product. And this was a way of democratizing art, bringing sculpture to the working class.
Admittedly missing in Karalik's collection is diversity.
He did not collect work by Black artists, by Latinx artists. We've been trying to fill in aspects of that collection over the last 60 years. We still have a long ways to go. I don't know if we can ever be fully representational, but being better at representing diverse artists in our collection.
Here's a head-turner. Her name, Battleship Kate, one of the MFA's newest acquisitions not yet on view.
Cap Coleman, one of the best-known tattoo artists of the 20th century, took an existing trade figure and covered it with tattoos. And he used it as an advertisement in his shop window. And this trade figure happened to be in the form of Hiram Power's The Greek Slave, so an icon of American art, now covered in tattoos.
The gold standard of tattoo folk art, says historian and antique dealer Darren Bray.
She has everything you would want in a piece of art. She's sculptural, she's beautifully painted, she has tattoo designs from the turn of the century up through the 1930s. So as a work of art, she checks like every box.
It was Bray who first spotted her at a Skinner auction.
I think I was probably the only person in the world at the time who knew exactly what she was. I underbid her, but I befriended the folk art dealer who did buy her, and over time I was able to acquire her and study her a little more closely. But you realize with a piece of that sort of magnitude and importance that it belongs in an institution. So ultimately, it landed at the Museum of Fine Arts.
Bray's fascination with tattoo art is on full display in this book, Loud, Naked, and in Three Colors, A History of Tattooing in Boston, the story of Scully Square and the Liberty Boys.
Edward Dad Liberty is the patriarch of this family. He trains his 3 sons, and by the 40s, they have literally cornered Scully Square, which was a major tattooing hub. My co-author, Margaret Hodges, and I traveled all over the country visiting with the descendants of tattoo artists, photographing and cataloging artwork. It could be crude or very raw, or exquisite and bordering on fine art, and everything in between. These are different examples of original tattoo flash art from Boston.
Flash art, undeniably American folk art.
Darren Bray says these tattoo artists never could have imagined how popular tattooing would eventually become. He stresses that they were real artists who deserve recognition. And back to the MFA, curator Noni Gadsden says she is working on integrating folk art with the so-called fine art in the museum's galleries, as Maxim Karalik would have wanted. So stay tuned. Up next, we see folk artists at work.